Okay, in these top expressions, notice that they're all, like, I have to the power of 5, to the power of 3, right? It's just kind of in different arrangements, all right? So here the key is just not to get them mixed up, right? This means n to the 5th times n to the 3rd. How many total n's? 8. This means n to the 5th over n to the 3rd. What happens here? Oh, I'm left with 2 n's, and they're on top, so I just write it like this. Whereas here, look, this actually means, right, there's a fraction. This guy's not happy up here, so look, it comes from the top, comes down to the bottom. Now when I write it out, I'm still going to cancel my 3 n's, but where are the extras? On the bottom, so this one's 1 over n squared. Okay. And this one, I'm going to just write it out. This is 5 n's 3 times. How many n's is that? Well, it's 5 n's 3 times. It's 15 n's. Here we go. Here, we always look inside the parentheses and simplify before we take it to this outside power. So in here, what I notice is there's this invisible fraction, and this x squared is just not happy where it's at. The 5 is perfectly happy right here. There's no negative exponent here. This y to the 3rd is perfectly happy. No negative exponent there, but this guy is going to move down to the bottom. And then here, on the bottom, when it's x squared, then it's going to be happy down there, right? This is, right, it was unhappy on the top, happy on the bottom, and then this is going to be squared, okay? This is a situation where a lot of you just kind of prefer to write it out. Yeah, that'll work. This won't even take very long. Across the top, 5 times 5 is 25. This is y times y times y times y times y times y. That's y to the 6th. And across the bottom, there's 4 x's being multiplied. Here, once again, big thing to remember. Simplify the fraction inside first before you take it to the power. It just makes your life a lot easier. Okay, so here, look, the 3 over 4, that's not going to simplify. Look, I'm going to bring it over and kind of set it up. Bring over the 3 to 4. Now here, this is a on the top and 5 a's on the bottom. What happens here? Well, 1 a cancels, so no a's left on the top, 4 a's on the bottom. For the b's, I have 4 b's on the top and 2 on the bottom. Cancels, I'm left with 2 b's on the top. Okay, and now this to the 3rd power. Again, this is something you can write out. Look, I'm going to cheat a little bit here. It's this 3 times. I'm just going to pretend that I wrote it out 3 times. So 3 times 3 is 9 times 3 is 27. B times B times B times B times B times B. That's a total of 6 b's, right? It was 2 b's 3 times. Yep. And then here 4 times 4 is 16 times 4 is 64. And this is 4 a's, another 4 a's, another 4 a's. That's a total of 12 a's.